Okay, so today I'll be reviewing Super Mario Brothers. Now, this game is a classic. Pretty much everyone has either played this game or owns it or at least has heard about it. One of the classics. Now, the good thing about this game for the Wii is that you don't need the classic controller, you can just use the Wii mode. You just hold it horizontally and you use it like a NES controller. If you haven't played this game before, I suggest trying it out. It's one of the all-time classic games, and it's even after all these years, it's still a lot of fun. If you become really good at it, you could probably beat it in a few hours, or maybe even less, depending on how many shortcuts you can take. And this game is iconic because it's really the start of the Mario series and the Mario character. Now, he was in the old Donkey Kong games, but he wasn't known as Mario. He was just known as the Jumping Man or something like that. So if you're a platformer fan, or a Mario fan, or even just a Nintendo fan, you should at least give this game a try. It's only for the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console, it's only $5, so you really have nothing to lose. And each level of this game is unique. Now, they have a lot of the same tile sets, but the level design is very good. They have it set up different ways. Alright, so now I'll show you what the dungeons look like. This is actually the first dungeon in the game. So the level design is still pretty good, but it's not as complex as the later ones get. So basically you gotta avoid all these little traps that they have in here. And so now he's shooting fire at me. That means I'm close. And here it is right here. And of course, they tell me that this isn't where the princess is. So yeah, something a lot of people don't know is that when you lose all your lives, it's not really game over. I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean by that. See, it says game over, but you can still resume from where you were. All you have to do is hold down the A button, or on the Wii remote it would be the 2 button, and then hit start, and you'll be back at the same world, except it'll be a different stage within that world. So if I got game over on World 2, Stage 2, I would end up back at World 2, Stage 1. So that gets really useful near the end, because the 8th world is really difficult. And you need that kind of help. So anyway, as far as rating goes for this game, the graphics are amazing for its time. And there's many different little effects and stuff and things that happen during the game. and there's no lag or overlapping or anything like that, so it works out pretty well. So for graphics, I'll have to give it a 5 out of 5 for its time. As far as sound goes, the sound is pretty good too. The audio is amazing. The music. Well, many of the songs you hear in this game are still with the Mario series, so that tells you how powerful they are. The sound effects are pretty neat. The only thing I would complain about for sound effects, but it's really Mario's trademark anyway, is the jump sound. After a while, it can start to give you a headache because it's so prominent. If it was a little more discreet, I think it would have been a bit better, but I'm not going to complain, you know. So yeah, for controls, the controls are pretty good too. He does have a little bit of a slide, right? So if you go one way and you suddenly stop, there's a bit of a breaking point. But they did that intentionally, it wasn't a glitch for the controller. Other than that, the controls are very responsive. Hold down B button, you can run. Release it, you walk. Jump with A, you know, the usual. For story-wise, this is where the classic came in, where you have to save the princess. So you're basically a nobody, and you have to try to save the princess of the land, which is in many games, even still today, it resides in many games, including Zelda. So yeah, so the story, just because it set the benchmark, I'll have to give the story a 5 out of 5. So just to recap, let's say graphics 5 out of 5. We'll say for sound, we'll give it, even that should be a 5 out of 5, even though I complained about the jump, but that's really nothing. For controls, again a 5 out of 5. And for story, because it sent the benchmark, another 5 out of 5. So that if you have a Wii and you have online capabilities on your Wii, this game it's a must-have. Even if you have the NES version, you should still just download it for the Wii. It's an amazing game.